Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the Celtic Forever podcast. I've got John here to go over what was a fantastic performance and scoreline by Celtic today. Celtic 3, Hearts 0, one step closer to the title. How are you doing, John, after watching that game today?
Aye, I'm good, aye. Good game, man. I really enjoyed it.
It was a brilliant game. Outstanding from start to finish. You've been shouting all season, John, for a 90-minute performance, and we got it today, didn't we?
Aye, I would say that was a good 90-minute performance. No complaints at all. I know Hearts had a few chances and all that, but we expected that.
Yeah, they did, and they came at the traps quite fast, Hearts, actually, didn't they? But we'll get into we'll break it down in a wee minute, bit by bit, all the main points in the game. But before that, we'll do some quick housekeeping. It's just a wee quick podcast tonight, a wee half-hour one tonight. We'll do the competition tomorrow. We're going to leave that out tonight, folks, if you don't mind. We'll do it on Sunday. So housekeeping, hit like, share and subscribe if you don't mind. So hit the share, like and subscribe button. That would be appreciated. And join us on Facebook page under John for some extra content over there. Okay, that'll wrap that up for the night, John, because I just want to get right into this game. Brilliant performance, John. I just thought it was brilliant from start to finish. Take out the first 3 minutes, I suppose, where Shankland had his sitter in the very first minute, John. So they had their chance to go 1-0 up early on in the game, John, and it was a bad miss for Shankland, if you're going to be honest.
I was expecting the net to burst with that one, but just thankfully he missed. That's all I can say about that. It's just a fast start for Hearts, wasn't it? They were good the first half, I thought. Yeah,
they were decent when they were there. They were there to win the game. That's definitely for sure. But you know, we get the breakthrough in the 4th minute, John. Kyogo goal. It was a Hatate shot that broke to Kyogo in the box. Onside, well onside. I know the Hearts were screaming for offside, but it was well onside. Header into the back of the net, past the goalkeeper, John. Not a problem. 1-0 up. Puts all the nerves at ease. All the Celtic fans nerves at ease. 1-0 up after 3 minutes.
Oh, a beautiful goal, by the way. What a ball for Hatate, wasn't it? It was just, he puts it across the box and Kyogo just totally bamboozles the keeper. The way the boss came across for the left and Kyogo's headed it the opposite way for the keeper. That was a stunning wee header for Kyogo.
Yeah, I've got to admit, John, my nerves were really a bit nervous today before the game. If I'm going to be honest with you, I was quite nervous about this game today, and that just totally settled my nerves after the 3rd minute. And another thing, John, where would we be this season without Joe Hart? That was an outstanding save in the 10th minute to keep it at 1-0 to Celtic, John. He's been outstanding this season, Big Joe, hasn't he?
Aye, I think for the first time this season I heard the Celtic fans singing his name as well, did they? That was an outstanding save. That was net bound all the way. So a big thank you to Joe Hart for that one. What a performance he had today.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And that wasn't his only save. Obviously, we'll get to more in a few minutes. But that was just a brilliant save for Big Joe. Kept it at 1-0. And Hearts, you know, they were coming at us, weren't they, the first 10-15 minutes. They had 4 or 5 corners, didn't they, the first 10-15 minutes, and they had various corners, John, and the defence coped with it quite well.
Aye, they had a lot of corners today. Celtic had a more than double what they had, mind you, but Hearts came at us in the first half. They, like you said, they weren't there to just sit back, take it easy, nothing to lose for them, nothing to gain. So they battled hard, and that's what we expected anyway. We knew we'd get that for Naismith.
That's right, John. And Naismith, who's interviewed before the game on the BBC, old firm this, old firm that, old firm. Must have said old firm about 10 times. I don't know why he's mentioning old firm, because he's a Hearts manager. And he couldn't say the word Celtic, so that's the kind of man we were up against today, John. We go 2-0 up, John, 21st minute. Taylor wins the ball, who I thought had a decent game today as well. Greg Taylor wins the ball through to O'Reilly. One of the best passes I've ever seen from Matt O'Reilly, right through to Kyogo on the volley. 12 yards out, John, 2-0. Nerves are totally settled at this point.
Aye. What a cross from Matt O'Reilly. That goal was all about the pass, wasn't it? So that's 2 volleys for Kyogo. The header and the wee first time finish for the beautiful chip from Matt O'Reilly. Aye, that was an outstanding wee finish that for Kyogo. First time low into the net. Gave big Oddbod no chance.
I think, well, It was a beautiful goal, John. That was a stunning goal. We've got Kyogo on for him just in time for this Glasgow derby next week as well. But we'll get into that after the Hearts game preview, post-match, sorry. This, John, 33rd minute, this Bakisa high foot on the Celtic player, John, high foot. The exact same as what Yang got sent off for a few weeks ago against Hearts at Tynecastle. The other picture up on the screen there, John, the exact same. One player gets sent off and one player doesn't even get spoken to.
Aye, but to me, it wasn't a booking for me, to be honest with you. Maybe a yellow card at the most, no a red card, and I'll tell you the reason.
I agree, John. Yeah.
But the difference between the two games was the officials, right? So I'm being fair to the boy. It wasn't a red card; it was a yellow card for having his feet high. But he doesn't even get a yellow card. But at Tynecastle, that challenge is deemed an automatic red card by two cheats.
John, where do we go with this? Because this has been happening to Celtic all season long. And there's the proof up on the screen there, John. One's a red card, one isn't. Obviously, none of them are red cards. Both of them are yellow card offences, John. That's 100% agree with that. But why is one player getting sent off and why is one player not even getting spoken to?
I don't know why he wasn't spoken to, put it that way. I could say the difference is the officials had beaten in Robertson in charge at Tynecastle, and we had which is Kevin Clancy the day when it was the referee.
Yeah.
I don't know who was on the VAR. Was it Walsh?
Walsh, yeah.
So that was the difference, but Walsh should have looked at that at least. And I don't think it counts for yellow cards right enough, VAR. But
yeah, right. He could have looked at it for a potential red, John, do you not think?
He could have looked at it for a potential red, but Clancy had a shocker the days under, to be honest with you. I don't really have that much of a problem with Clancy. He's just usually kind of anonymous, but look, he missed that. He shouldn't be reffing a game. That's a booking all day. And if it was Celtic, it'd be a red card, no doubt.
Yeah, John. Totally agree with everything you said there, John. And then we move on to the 35th minute. Clancy again. Why is Shankland not sent off for his pull back on Hatate, John? Pulls him to the floor. He's already on a yellow card. He just basically pulls him to the floor. No second yellow. Clancy again.
That should have been off. He should have been off. Simple as that.
Yeah.
But he's no sent off. We can go on and on about officials. Look, we do this every week. We're going about officials. Every Celtic fan listening to this and every Celtic fan around the world knows how bad the officials are in this country. And like I said yesterday, SFA corrupt to the core. And there should have been a couple of red cards for Hearts players today, I thought.
Yeah, there's definitely that one anyway with Shankland, pulling a player back from round the neck, throws him to the floor if you like.
Aye.
It should have been a red card, but it wasn't given. So this was in the first half, John. So there was, we could have rattled the goal difference by 6 or 7 a day if he was sent off. But we'll move on. Taylor has a shot from 20 yards, decent save from the goalkeeper, 41st minute that was. 42nd minute, a minute later, Matt O'Reilly, a very decent shot from 17, 18 yards, John, and the keeper has to save it and pushes it wide. I thought Matt O'Reilly had a brilliant game today, John.
Aye, certainly did. Aye. I had a few chances today, Matt O'Reilly, but I thought his performance was... that's what we need to see more from Matt O'Reilly, I mean, we were always praising Matt O'Reilly before the second half of the season, and then he started to get off form. Had a couple of good games, but the day I thought Swanee's probably the best game he's played this season.
It was brilliant. Start to finish, Matt was brilliant, and that's all we've been looking for, John. That's all we've been asking for, to see that Matt O'Reilly return to the Celtic squad, and we got it today. So we can only hope he puts in that kind of performance the last 3 games of the season.
Big game player, Xander.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He'll be all right, I think.
Yeah. We'll get to next week's game after the post-match as well. Okay, that's we're approaching half-time here, John. There's a wee half-turn volley for Kyogo as well. He was on a hat-trick at this point. Half-turn volley. Decent save for Clark and goal, John. Tips it over the bar. Kyogo unlucky. That would have been an outstanding goal, that one, wouldn't it?
It certainly would. That big keeper was good today, Big Clark.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he had a great game today. If it wasn't for him, that could have been 6-7-0 today.
Totally agree. Yeah, he was a good goalkeeper of the day, John, for them, and he pulled them out a hole a few times. So as you say, 5, 6, 7, 8-0. It could have been the day, but if it wasn't for the goalkeeper, Clark. All right, John. Half-time whistle goes 2-0 up, totally cruising. Apart from the first 3 minutes, John, we weren't in any trouble at all, were we?
I just think Hearts were up for a battle. They didn't really seem to pose that much of a threat going forward, but they did have quite a few chances under. But it looked like they were more in it for a battle, just, I don't know, testing their strength or whatever. I don't know what their game plan was. It was hard to work out what their game plan was, but I thought they played pretty well. If they put that effort in against Sevco, they'd be in the Scottish Cup final, didn't they?
Yeah, that's it, John, isn't it? That's it. But they didn't, and they're at the Scottish Cup, so you get what you deserve in this game, as they say, John. That's what they say, isn't it? Joe Hart, John, another save, second half, 53rd minute. It's a 1-on-1, and he stretches his massive frame, his body, and he pulls off a brilliant save again to keep it at 2-0, John. The boy was definitely onside, so it was a 1-on-1, but it was a free kick before that, I think, on Greg Taylor that wasn't given. So the referee would play on. Hearts players through on Joe Hart, and a great save yet again, John, to keep it at 2-0.
Aye, not only did he stop the 1-on-1, what a block it was. He gets up and clears it out the park as well.
That's right. Yeah, we're going to miss him. We're going to miss him next season, John, I think.
We definitely miss him next season. The Celtic fans signed his name today. Maybe that'll give him a wee bit of heart,
Yeah.
Pardon the pun, but he maybe change his mind. Maybe say, "Look, this place is great. These fans love me here. Why would I want to retire? I've still got it in me for another season. Why not stay?"
Yeah, and I hope he does change his mind, John. But we'll wait and see what happens in the summer. Double save from Clark again, John, 57th minute. It was two decent efforts, though. I thought one of them should have buried it. It was a shot from O'Reilly, and then it breaks to Hatate, round about the same distance out, I think, round about the 15-yard line. 15-yard area, sorry. 15 yards out. Hatate shot, O'Reilly shot, both saved by the goalkeeper, John. I thought one of them should have at least buried their chance.
Well, that keeper was on form today. He was pulling off great saves the whole game, but I think one of them should have been put in my way. But we were 2-0 up at that time. We were all desperate for that third goal, weren't we?
That's right.
It never came at that point, but I'll just give credit to the keeper there. That was two great saves.
Yeah, it was two good saves, John. Yeah. Okay, moving on. 59th minute, Forrest shot. Dragged wide, unlucky Jamesy there, who I thought had another decent game today, John. What did you think of Jamesy's performance?
No, without scoring, but it's not all about scoring goals all the time. He's not going to score every game. I thought he had a great game with Jamesy.
So did that, John. And McGregor in midfield, John, back to his best.
Back to his best today. He livened up the Celtic fans in the second half. He got them singing for the rest of the second half with that chasing back and that cracking, crunching slide tackle to win the ball. And the Celtic fans, every one of them rose to their feet and applauded him, and he made a great pass after that as well. And that woke the stadium up. No, that there wasn't a bad atmosphere. It brought it up a level,
Yeah, it did, John. And it was a brilliant atmosphere the day before that. The atmosphere before that was outstanding. But that tackle got the biggest roar of the day, I thought.
Oh, it was amazing. That was a vintage Callum McGregor, wasn't it? Rolling back the years, if you like. He's still with 31, Callum. I was 30 coming up for 31, I think he is. He's still got a good few years left on yet, Callum. And it showed the day when he's at his best. He's unplayable.
Yeah, absolutely, John. Brilliant. What was great to see the captain back and putting in a performance like that. Awata came on for Hatate, Kyogo came on for Ida, and Kyogo came off for Ida, and Kun came off for Maeda. Brilliant to see Dyson back in the team, John, wasn't it?
It's always good to see. I don't know, it made me feel happy seeing him coming on. And it's good to see that whole team should be available for next weekend, and that's a great sign. I've been saying it for weeks. If we can keep our full team fit to the end of the season, we're going to win that league, and it's looking that way now, because that whole team against Rangers next week, I'm not going to say I can only see one winner, but it's give me a big lift, to be honest with you, Xander.
Yeah, that performance today is giving everybody a lift, John. That was, outstanding to watch, wasn't it? It was from start to finish. I was in cloud nine. It was good to see Celtic back to the way that we know that team can play, John.
It certainly is. Look, I'm still buzzing after that game today. That was just probably the best performance I've seen for Celtic this season, to be honest with you. And that's with a team that was right up for it. Against it, it was right up for it. Yeah,
Hearts were up for it. Yeah, you're right, John. All right, another chance for Forest. 73rd minute, wee volley there for Forest, just wide. So off target today, Jamesy, but he still had a decent game. 75th minute. What we've got here, 75th minute, a save.
Joe Hart save.
Aye, Oda, is it Oda, the Japanese boy?
Aye, save the Oda.
A brilliant save again, John. Wasn't it? An outstanding save. 3 outstanding saves in this game for Joe Hart today.
Aye, it was brilliant today, Joe Hart, and that was another great save, and that's why we need to keep him for next season, because he's still got it in him, I think, for another season at least, Sander. I just hope he changes his mind. A wee change of heart and he stays.
Yeah, I hope
big
so.
Big character and all, Xander, big personality, Joe Hart.
Absolutely. He's always got a smile on his face, isn't he, as well, and I think a lot of the players had smiles on their faces today. It was really nice to see, because it's been a tough season for us, John, and we're beginning to click just at the right time.
Exactly. It's been a very tough season. Our team's been injured the whole season, Xander. All our best players have been out. But now that we're seeing the players coming back, you're starting to see a different Celtic.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it, John? It was brilliant today. There's just the atmosphere as well in the stadium. The build up to the game as well, outside the stadium, was just brilliant. Everything clicked today, John, and we're looking for the same clickaliciousness next weekend, I feel like. All right.
Is that a new word you have invented there?
Clickaliciousness. I'm claiming that one, John. All right, 3-0, 81st minute, John. Shankland handball in the box. I don't know why it had to go to VAR, but it did. I mean, everybody saw it was a handball. Even the boy Shankland himself, more or less, told the referee it was a handball. We get the penalty eventually anyway, Joy, and a lovely wee finish from Matt O'Reilly sends it to the game over, John. Basically, the game's over at this point. 3-0 Celtic. Everybody can relax. 6 points clear at the top of the league, John. But a beautiful penalty, wasn't it, for Matt O'Reilly?
Aye, but do you know, I think Shankland should have had another booking for that deliberate handball.
Yeah. I think the referee's thinking 2 minutes to go into, or whatever, 10 minutes to go. I can't remember how long was left. And he's thinking to himself, just keep it 11 against 11. So, he should have been sent off, but he wasn't sent off, John. There was a couple of times that Shankland should have been sent off, but we'll take the 3-0, I suppose.
Take it all day. What a penalty for Big Matt.
It was lovely, wasn't it? Lovely. So confident with his penalties, Matt O'Reilly. It's brilliant to see. And it's good to see Matt O'Reilly back on form, John, and we need him to be putting in a performance like that next Saturday against Rangers.
Aye, I'm sure he will. He's a big game player. He'll be up for it. He's had a great performance today. Beautiful penalty. I thought he'd hammered it out of the bar. Right into the back of the net, right into the top corner at the back.
Yeah.
Can't be more perfectly placed than that.
That's it, John. It was beautiful, wasn't it? Lovely finish, John. So McGregor comes off, Bernardo on, just a round of applause for Captain Callum. Comes off, a couple of minutes to go. But McGregor, brilliant, John. Brilliant. What a performance for the captain today.
He was outstanding. Got his well-deserved round of applause. He just lifted the stadium up an extra couple of decibels, didn't he? With that stunning chase back tackle, slide tackle, crunching slide tackle, winning the ball perfectly.
Yeah.
Aye. Deserved his big round of applause, Kilmac.
Yeah, he did, John. And we saw a wee glimpse of Iwata and McGregor on the park at the same time. So Iwata's still, he's a brilliant player, John Iwata, isn't he? So He done a brilliant job when he came on. He just shut everything down, winning the ball, closing everything down. It's just brilliant to see from the Wata as well. So there's a perfectly able-bodied deputy in there if anything happens to Callum.
Aye, it was good to see him. Callum looked a wee bit tired before he came off anyway. No tired, but he'd put his shift in, basically.
Yeah.
Lacked a wee bit of energy. And he hit a Wata. Aye. I think they two in the centre of the park together would be a fantastic partnership. But if O'Reilly keeps playing like that, I know he hasn't played like that for a while, but if he keeps playing like that to the end of the season, then he'll not be. I don't think he'll be getting dropped anyway. But no. Aye, I feel bad for Awata sitting on the bench. He's such a good player, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. It's good to have him on the books at Celtic. Brilliant. But the team, brilliant. Final whistle goes, John. 3-0 to Celtic. 6 points clear at the top of the league. They obviously play tomorrow at Ibrox against Kilmarnock. I can't see anything other than a Rangers win there. Especially with Kilmarnock with nothing to play. But you never know. You just never know, John. But it doesn't really matter what they do. It's what we do. And what we do is play Rangers next Saturday, John. Let's touch on that next Saturday. We'll get into the player rankings in a wee second. But next Saturday, John, if they perform like that, I don't see there being any problem, do you?
No, it was a big performance today. And performance worthy of the named champions, to be honest with you. And if, like you says, if we play like that next week, there's only one winner, and that's Celtic. Yeah,
I totally agree, John. But we'll go into that a wee bit more during the week, John. And we're going to do a podcast on Sunday to name the prize winner. 3-0, the correct score. So there was about 10 correct entries, so we're going to have to do a prize draw for that. And we'll do it on Sunday, everybody. So don't worry about that. And I also got the correct score, didn't I, John? So I just thought I'd bring that up as well. Another correct score from me, 3-0. So many people said 3-0, didn't they, John?
Aye, well done, Xander, getting your score prediction right.
Yeah, cheers.
I was hoping for a wee fourth one.
yeah. I've had some messages on Facebook, John, people saying I've won the prize. Obviously they're kidding on. They're just they know it's going to a draw. So there's people waiting on the draw, John. We just didn't have time to do it tonight. We'll do it in a wee special Sunday podcast tomorrow, John. So good luck to everybody. Good luck to everybody that got the 3-0 guess, John.
Aye, well done to everybody that got it right, and good luck in the draw. The more I will be doing that wee draw, the more. So good luck to everybody, especially you, Xander, for getting a wee prediction right, because you've not had one right in a while. And Nanny's had one right for a while, right enough. But now we're starting to get them again. We started the season getting all these predictions right, didn't we? And hopefully we're going to end it getting them right as well.
That's right, John. Yeah, I hope so, John. I hope so.
That's right, 8-5, by the way.
Is that, John?
Sorry, 8-5 to you and the predictor.
Right. All right. Let's quickly run through the player markings. Sorry, John. 1 to 10 individual markings. What are you thinking? We'll rattle through this, John.
I've tried to do it very quickly because it's a quick podcast tonight. Right, Joe Hart, 9 for Big Joe today. Absolutely outstanding, Joe Hart. 9 for Joe Hart today. Carter Vickers, 8. Liam Scales, 8. Alistair Johnston, 8. Greg Taylor, 6.5. Centre of the park, Callum McGregor, 9. Hatate, 7. And Matt O'Reilly, I'm giving a 9.5 today. I thought he was outstanding today, Matt. Up front, Kyogo, 9.5. Who's the other one? Nicholas Kuhn, 6. Didn't think he was that great today. He was okay though. He wasn't terrible, you know. He wasn't just that. I'll give him a 6.5. And on the left hand side, Jamesy Forrest, I'll give a 7.5.
Yeah, good scores there, John. Similar to what I'm going to do. I'll rattle through mine as well. Joe Hart, 9. Carter Vickers, 8. Scales, 8. Taylor, 7.5. John, I thought he was okay. Johnston, brilliant, 8.5. Callum McGregor, 9.5. Matt O'Reilly, 9.5. Hatate, 8. Kyogo, 9.5. Kuhn, 7. And who is it on the left again?
Forrest.
Jamesy Forrest, yep, 7.5, John. So that's my scores. Who's your man of the match?
Oh, it's a tough one. It's a very, very tough one. I gave a couple of players 9.5 there. But I'm going to have to give a match to the captain, Callum McGregor. I thought he was absolutely outstanding. So was Joe Hart. So was Matt O'Reilly. So was quite a few other players, but I'm going to get to our captain, Callum McGregor, today.
Yeah, I'm torn between Matt O'Reilly and Kyogo, John, although Callum's in there as well. Just an outstanding team performance today, but I'm going to give it to Matt O'Reilly, John, man of the match. He's had a tough second half of the season, so I'm going to give him it for his efforts today, John, and then hopefully can take that into next Saturday.
It's been a long time since we gave players markings like that, but look, there was a lot of star performances today. It's very hard to pick. I think that's just a random man of the match for me, the captain Callum McGregor. I think that chasing back, winning that crunching tackle and all that I was off my seat at that moment, clapping my hands. I don't do that often this season, but that was uplifting for every fan in the stadium. I think that's why I'm going to give him man of the match. Possibly not the best performance between him and the other high scorers, but just for that alone, it just lifted the whole stadium, Xander.
Yeah, sure did, John. Yeah, I totally agree with you as well, John. It's hard to pick a man of the match after a performance and a display like that. So, okay, we'll wrap that up there. That's the post-match done for the Hearts game today. Right, John, where does that leave us then? Where does it leave us? Well, going into the game, Celtic Park, 60,000 next weekend against Rangers. What do we need to do? Is it? Are we settling for the 3 points then? Will a draw do us? What are you thinking at this early stage?
Look, it all depends on the Mora's game as well. That's Derek McInnes going to have his team show up. Will Kilmarnock get a draw there, the Mora? That way we could afford a draw at Celtic Park. Me, I want Celtic to go right into top gear against them, brush them aside and win the league next week. Yeah. Know that it's mathematically impossible for Rangers to win it, even if we beat them, because there's still 2 games to go after that. But if we beat them next week, it's curtains for them. I think that's it, done. I know. That'll just lift the whole Celtic team, all the Celtic fans. Beat them next week. Don't want a draw, Xander. Want a win, but I'll take a draw.
Yeah, it's got to be the win for me, John. It's got to be, especially with the form we're on just now. And as you said a minute ago, John, depends what happens at Ibrox tomorrow. If they come out of there tomorrow with just a point, then we'll wipe the floor with them, I think. So it all depends what happens tomorrow. But it's got to be the win next Saturday, John. Celtic Park, 60,000. No Rangers fans there either. So we're looking for the 3 points, and I think be crowned champions next weekend. Unofficially.
Hopefully. We'll not be crowned. Well, like, if Kilmarnock takes something after in the Mora, I think that will demoralise them. Am I saying that right? Demoralise?
Yeah, demoralise, yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Too tired, it's late at night. But I think if Kilmarnock can take something off Rangers and Mora, I think that'll be... they'll lose their spirit. I don't think they'll be up for the challenge after that.
Yeah. All right, John. All right, folks, we're not going to do the comments. We're going to leave the comments to tomorrow as well. So it's just a wee quick one tonight. We half-hour podcast just to run through the game of the day. Obviously, everybody's in cloud nine. We're all looking forward to next Saturday. The Glasgow Derby next Saturday, John. We're all looking forward to it. If we win that, we'll be a lot happier than we are tonight. Let's put it that way, John. I actually can't wait till next Saturday now, John.
No, after seeing the way we performed today, I'm no nervous about that. If we play like that next week, I'm no nervous at all. We don't know what Celtic's going to show up, do we? But I think the Celtic players are up for it now, Xander. There's that hunger look about them now, isn't there?
Yeah, they looked hungry today, didn't they? It was brilliant to see. We've had a game of 2 halves all season, and that was more or less our first 90 minutes performance, John, from start to finish. As I said earlier, John, if we turn up like that next weekend, there's only going to be one winner, John. All right, we'll wrap up there, John, right? We podcast tomorrow. We'll catch everybody tomorrow, John. And we'll catch you tomorrow, John.
See you tomorrow, Xander. Hail, mate.
Hail, buddy. Catch you tomorrow.
Celtic